from now through September the 10th, I have a special thank you class that I'm offering using the Nature's Harvest Bundle, which is what we're using today in the live, and then this evening again in my YouTube premiere. So that's 6 p.m. Central tonight. So be sure you check that out. And this thank you gift is a special gift. A lot of love went into creating this. And it's what some people call a junk journal, but I don't think it's junk. It's just so special. And it's got vintage pages. I use that Harvest Meadow Designer Series paper. And when you make that purchase of $50 or more, toward the end of the month, by the 24th, I plan to ship these kits out. You'll get the kit with all the cut pieces and the designer paper, everything but the stamped images and the adhesives. You'll get all the vintage papers. You'll get the cardstock cut and everything ready to go, and punch pieces. So you'll get that kit, and then you'll have access to the online video class that I'll send you the private link to, and would love to have you all join us in this. Okay, so it's super fun and super cute to put together. And I've had people ask me, okay, what do you do with that? Well, it could be a photo album, mini photo album. It could be a keep recipes in it, memory keeping, travel journal, scripture journal, motivational quotes, you name it. You can put whatever you want in here. So this one I'm going to make into some of my favorite scriptures and put these in here, and I'm sending it as a gift, which is what I'm trying to share with you all, is ideas for gifts for the upcoming gift giving season. Okay, and so with this you'll have the know-how how to put one together yourself. Okay, all right, let me get started. Oh, one more thing. For those of you that placed an order at the end of August, the last 2 weeks in August, the names are in here for every $25 in orders that you placed. And I look at all these names. And so I'm going to do this drawing. I'll probably do it live here on Facebook on Friday. And I'll give you enough heads up time so that you'll know. Okay, now I have some happy mail to share. And this one is a beautiful card. This is from one of my team members, Carol, and it is made with one of those kits from, I believe it was in the last year's annual catalog. Is that correct, Carol? But Carol has several of these kits and has a great idea for kits, which now our kits are in the online store under kit collection, and they're great. But she puts them together and then gives them as a bridal shower gift. So the bride-to-be has some cards ready to go, and then she tucks some money in there with it as a gift, and so they can purchase whatever they need. So I thought that's a great idea, and Carol has done that for quite a while now, and she sent me one of the cards from the kits. It's beautiful. Thank you, Carol. This one is from my friend Narisa, and this one was done from that recent paper pumpkin that coordinated with the Expressions in Ink stamp set. Okay, sweet note, and look at that sparkle on there where she added those sequins. So pretty. Thank you for Narisa. Okay, I have this other card here from another one of my clients in Texas, and she sent me a thank you card for a thank you gift that I sent to her, and she used that dandelion garden, I think is what it's called. Look how pretty that sparkle is on that, and I like how she layered the paper. She's got the little bee here, and I believe she used the Memories and More kit that was available. This is since retired, but I love how she put it together. This looks like a basic white card base. Oh no, we have the Memories and More dandelion cards, which we have a set of cards in our mini catalog now that coordinate with the Memories and More set. So anyway, that's a pretty card. Thanks to Karen. This one is from another one of my team members. And look at this fun fold. So she took it. Sometimes I've done them like this, but she did a landscape card and with that beautiful hand pinned paper. Isn't that pretty? I love how she's got the holes punched in the label and has the ribbon tied through the holes. Okay. All right. I believe this is another thank you card from my friend Marisa. And she said she cased one of the cards that I put together. I did a one sheet wonder, I believe, with 6x6. And so she did the same layout with her own supplies that she had. Great use of using a design that is transferred to another card. Okay. And so that's very pretty. Just a basic white base, and she's got an embossed card front there. Now this one, this is an Easter card from last year, and I just got this card. When my mail goes to Texas, sometimes it gets kind of lost in the shuffle. But this is from my friend and client, Jerry Virchow in Florida. And she did that. Look how cute that is. She did that bridge fold. Okay. And it's just super cute. Thank you, Jerry. This one is from one of my clients in my stamp club in Texas, and she sent me a thank you card. This is from a former paper pumpkin kit, and I think that's just really, that's from Melinda, and I just love those succulents and cactus or cacti on the front. Okay, and then I have one more. This one I ordered something from a fellow demonstrator sister, and she sent me this little tag card as a thank you, and she typed on it. Isn't that sweet? Okay, and then she wrote her note on the back, and there's some stitching in there too. Can you see that? Just a cute idea, a different alternative for a thank you note. Okay. All right, let me get these put away, and we're going to get started. So the card we're doing today is a monochromatic card, and I chose Misty Moonlight, and I'm going to get over here where I can just concentrate on my desktop. And oh, one more thing. I'm sorry. For sharing the video last week, Carol Peterson is getting this card. Okay, so Carol, I'll get that sent to you in the mail. Thank you for sharing. And thank you for those of you who have shared. Thank you so much. All right, now we can get going. All right, so we're going to make a tuck corner or corner tuck fold. And here's the card. See this? Super simple to make, but just so pretty and different for the front of a card. So we're going to get started with a card base that is 4 1/4 by 8, and it is scored at 5 1/2. Okay, I believe that's what I did. Goodness, I always have to double check these scores. 5 1/2. So 4 1/4 by 8, scored at 5 1/2. So we're going to fold that there. This is Misty Moonlight. Okay, so there's that. Now we are going to put some designer paper right here. And I've used that Harvest Meadow Designer Series paper. Excuse me. Excuse me. 2 1/4 by 4. And that's going to be layered over the top right here. Okay. Hi, Diana. Thank you. All right. So let's put this in. And I'm going to use some glue. So we're going to Fort Worth next week to stay with my youngest daughter, Lindsay, and Lila and Clara. Her husband has an out-of-town trip planned, so we're going to be there for a week, and then we're going on down to hometown. Thank you, Patty. Thank you, Kathy. All right, there's that. Okay, so now what do I want to do next? Let me show you some of these other pieces. You need 2 pieces cut of basic white, cut at 3 by 4. Okay, so I'm going to put this over here and move these out of the way or cover those up. 2 pieces at 3 by 4, and then one of them is going to have a back layer of Misty Moonlight cut at 3 1/4 by 4 1/4. Okay, so let's do that. And that will be layered there, but I'm going to do my stamping first. Okay, so let me get that ready. And I've got that coneflower stamp mounted. It's so pretty. And we're going to ink this up. And it's going to be partially stamped on the front because there's not room, obviously, for the complete stamp going landscape-wise. So I'm just going to be sure I get the top of that flower on. And we're going to come over here to the side and stamp. Isn't that pretty? Look at the detail in that. So pretty. All right, so now I can take this back layer, 3 1/4 by 4 1/4, and we're going to adhere that just like that. Okay, so tonight on YouTube, I have a video premiering at 6 Central, 7 Eastern, 5 Mountain, and 4 Pacific. So I hope you'll join me there. Go over there and set a reminder for when that goes live for you to see and participate in the chat. Okay, this is going to go here. All right, so it comes in about a 1/2 inch or so from the edge of the designer paper, but I need this corner tuck piece. Okay, so we're going to get ready for that. I have a piece of, I cut a 2 1/4 inch square of Misty Moonlight, and then I cut it on my trimmer in half diagonally. And I've already done that, so I can save that for another card. And now we're going to stamp on this one. So that's a 2 1/4 cut in half diagonally. All right, so now I'm going to use this stamp here to stamp a pattern on that corner piece and just jazz it up a little bit. All right, so I'm going to come here and stamp, and I'm just going to do some repetitive stamping. To try to cover up most of that. Okay. All right. I'm going to get this out of the way for now. And this is going to come up here in the corner. Now, in order for this to go in and out and tuck correctly, I'm just going to put a glue dot in each of the corners. So right there, and then at the tip, and then at the other end. Okay, all 3 points. All right, then you're going to line this up perfectly as you can with the corner. And there it is. Now, how easy is that, right? Okay, so now this is going to go here. I'm going to tuck that in so I can see. Got a little adhesive on that. Let me go ahead and get that off while I'm thinking about it. All right, and tuck that in like that. So that's going to be adhered just like I thought, about a 1/2 inch in, and center it from top to bottom. Okay, so what I'm going to do, lift this up and put a little glue right here and some on the corner. And you can pick this up. That's just what I find easiest to do. Okay, so I know it's in the right place. Straighten it out a little bit, Lisa. Okay, so there that is. Now, the inside is going to be this other 3 by 4 inch piece. Okay, so we're going to stamp a sentiment on that. It says, a reminder to never forget how much you mean to me and so many others. So this is going to be, again, in Misty Moonlight, with our, to go along with the theme of our monochromatic card. And ink that up. And we're going to line this up. I don't need this. Line that up. And just stamp. Looks pretty good. Okay, so let's see, what else did I put? Oh, yes. Now I need this. So I'm going to bring that back in with that scrap paper underneath. And I'm going to get the cone flower again. Ink up mainly just the top. And then come down here and just stamp like that. Okay. I love just stamping it in the corner and getting a little peek of it there. Hi, Alan. Aline. I'm sorry. I don't know if I'm pronouncing your name correctly, but I do know who you are. I've seen you many times on Facebook. So, welcome. Okay, so now this is going to go beneath this where it doesn't show, okay, when it's closed. So, I think I've got that. I'm not going to put any glue up in that corner. And ideally, you could probably put this down before you actually put the corner on, but you know me. Sometimes I do things backwards. It's okay. All right, so that's all covered up. So that's good to go. Okay? All right. So now for a sentiment, I just have a scrap piece of Misty Moonlight. And I'm going to stamp thank you on it and then die cut it with one of the labels. So here are the dies. And this is what's great about this bundle is, you know, you have the piece to die cut the actual stamped images, but then you have several pieces that are just standalones, okay? But I'm going to use this one for my thank you. And ink, what did I do with it? Okay, it's probably right in front of my face. What did I do with my ink? Here it is. Covered up by my scrap paper. Thank you, Alan. Thank you. I'm glad y'all like it. I do. I think it's just, it's so easy, but just such a different effect, you know? Okay, I'm stamping that in the middle, and then I'm going to go die cut this. So let me take these out of the way. Get my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine in here. And do that. And I'm going to take a little bit of Post-it tape and hold that down. And I like to mainly put it on the die itself and then on the paper that's not going to be cut. Okay? So let's do this and run it through. Hi, Paula. Thank you. All right. That was a good clean cut, and there's my sentiment. All right, let's bring this in. And that's going to be just very simply attached with some adhesive right there. And how about that? Now, let's go ahead and tuck it so you can get the full effect. But I thought I need some ribbon or something right there. So I went through my drawer with my twine and everything, and I found this from the Forever Greenery Trim Combo Pack with that silver, white, and Misty Moonlight twine. So perfect, right? So let's see, how did I do that? I'm going to wind it around the fold here twice. So I'm leaving myself enough room to tie a bow on this end, okay? So I always leave more than enough. And then I'm going to wind it and then come back around with it. Yeah. Okay, so better to cut off too much than not enough. So let's pull that to the end. And I'm just going to tie a bow. But see how that little bit of sparkle just kind of makes it? And the monochromatic feel, or the actual, we just use Misty Moonlight and white, really makes for some elegant cards. Okay, and I love doing that. Okay, look at that. That's so cute. Okay, and then we can tuck it just like that. Okay, there is our card for today. I hope you will give that a try. Thank you so much, Kathy. And it's pretty. They never turn out the same. See how this one is a little higher than this one? This looks a little crooked. Let's straighten that out. And there you go. Easy. Little tuck here. And a sweet message on the inside. Okay? So give that a try. Let me know how it goes for you. Be sure you tune in to YouTube tonight. Lisa Brown Ink is how I'm known on YouTube. And I'm going to have a premiere using the same bundle. Okay? And thank you so much for tuning in. Be sure you sign up or request membership for my Ink and Inspirations Stampers group. Love to have you join us in that community over there as well. And so thank you so much. Thanks, Pam. Thanks, Patty. And I'll talk to you and hopefully see you all tonight. Okay, let me see here. I can tell you goodbye. So y'all have a great afternoon and I'll see you this evening. Okay, have a good one. Bye-bye.